Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make some zucchini fries, and there's a lot of recipes out there for this. It's not really it's kind of a cookie cutter recipe, but you can experiment with it and add different flavorings, different seasonings. It's really your call, but I'm going to show you how I go ahead and do it. So first thing you're going to need is a zucchini. And let's see, I have 3/4 a cup of panko breadcrumbs. You can also use the regular breadcrumbs, plain or seasoned. I have about a tablespoon of Parmesan that I'm going to be adding. And then since these panko breadcrumbs are the plain ones, I'm going to go ahead and season it with salt and pepper. Sorry, there we go. You're also going to need some olive oil. Some recipes out there call for eggs. Ultimately what you're going to be doing is dredging the zucchini and baking it. Like I said, some call for eggs. I don't like doing with eggs, so I use the olive oil. So let me show you how you're going to do that. First, you want to start with cutting the top off the zucchini. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to cut the zucchini lengthwise in half, and then each of those you're going to cut in half as well. Now that you've done that, go ahead and cut them lengthwise one more time, and then you're also going to be cutting them in half so that they're shorter. And there we go. I'm only going to be using about half of these for this recipe. I have another recipe that I'm working on that I'm going to be using the other half. Sorry, my camera keeps going in and out. So the next step is to go ahead and take them and put them into one of the shallow dishes. Right, now that these are in the shallow dish, you're going to go ahead and add about a tablespoon or so of olive oil. I hardly ever measure, so I'm kind of guesstimating here. And you're just going to go ahead and kind of toss them with the olive oil. You want to make sure that they're coated. Sorry if my camera's going in and out. Kind of moving, it doesn't like to focus when things are moving. Okay, that looks pretty good. And the good thing I like about this too is that the extra olive oil stays in the bottom, so you don't have to worry about getting extra oil. Now to your other shallow dish, you're going to be adding the breadcrumbs. Now, like I said, these are panko. It took me probably about a year to get the panko breadcrumbs because I was just using the regular ones. And to that, a little bit of Parmesan. You can use more or less depending on your taste. And like I said before, these are plain, so I'm going to go ahead and add maybe about, I don't know, half a teaspoon of garlic salt. And also a little bit of pepper. I don't have a spoon, so I'll go ahead and mix these up with the tongs. A little bit of my seasoning there left over. Okay. And there we have it. Okay, so now that you have all that mixed up, go ahead and take your zucchini. You're going to be placing it in the breadcrumbs and just make sure that it's coated. And if you find that the breadcrumbs don't want to stay on, you can always spray it with cooking spray and add some more once they're in the pan. Oh, and now the one thing, actually what I'm going to do here is, let me see if I can find, there we go. Let me see if I can get the top off of here. One thing I forgot to mention is that you should probably spray the top. Oh, sorry about that. You should probably spray your pan with a little bit of cooking spray, just so that the zucchini don't really stick to the bottom of the pan. Okay. And so now you're just going to put your zucchini. And again, the zucchini in with the breadcrumbs. And like I said before too, some of the recipes for this, sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed, so some of the recipes call for dredging it in egg, which normally happens when you dredge stuff, but I don't really like doing it with egg. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's just something experimental that I'll have to play with. So just do that until the rest of the zucchini is nice and dredged in the breadcrumbs. And that's what they look like when they are all done. Now these are going to go in the oven. You want to play around with the time too, because it depends on how many you make and how hot your oven is. You can go 350 to 400. And let me go ahead and put these in the oven, and then I'll let you know how many minutes. I think it's probably going to be about 10 minutes. But I'll let you know if it goes any longer. So I'll come back as soon as they're done.